The three kings have decided. We command the lords. Prepare for the harvest festival. King of Fury. Okay, we're advancing. Which chapter am I now, by the way? Does anyone know? Can I still upload this stuff, or am I going against the author's wishes? Apparently there's a way to check by going into the menu, which I'm gonna do real quick. Just give me a sec. I'm sorry. It's not supposed to be in the video, but it's gonna be anyway. We'll save. Yeah, just a look behind the scenes. I thought it was supposed to tell you when you save, but I'm not quite sure. Is it in the main menu somewhere? No, I don't think it is. You can just take a look here at the different characters and stuff. Which is kind of nice, but it only says phase 1. I don't know. Is it in the log? Back log? No? Get your hands off me? Okay. Let's continue then. I think we're still fine. The message didn't pop up yet, right? The one where it says, don't keep streaming. Well, I know I shouldn't have done that. I texted him to say I was sorry, but he read it and ignored it. That's too bad. Even if he ignores them, you should keep texting that you're sorry. An apology doesn't end when it's made. It ends when the one you're apologizing to forgives you. That's pretty deep, Momotake. Holy shit. Is that how it works? Wouldn't it be better to leave him be and give him some time to think? This time, I agree with them. If you get angry and start ignoring him, things like this just tend to get worse. Relationships are such a pain, huh? Life should be lived moment by moment, but you keep getting stuck on things, and it screws everything up. Well, even if Jaden does apologize for taking a joke too far, that's not the real problem here, is it? It's because he's in love with him. True. Jaden, you aren't a CPP, a congenital parallel processor, right? Quite a few CPPs dislike it when people get confused while interacting with their multiple personalities. Oh shit, has he told them about it? Or did they know? Are there any congenitals, CPPs, here now? I don't think you want to be asking that. Not everyone who's come out has enjoyed the experience. Single personalities are a majority in the world at large, but they are a minority among Gauntlet Knights. Well, it just means you've got to treat people differently here. Anyway, you hear this a lot in the world of CPPs. Someone falls in love with one personality, and the other personality starts to hate them. In the world of single personalities, there's no end of cases where one person notices that their partner has an unexpected side to them, which changes their impression of them. Nothing is more sure in the world of romance manga and romance novels that incidents like these will lead to the development of romantic feelings. However, that only applies when said partner is a single personality. To them, a different personality is the same as a different person. So when you take your impression of one and force it on the other, they despise it. I get it. If a guy in my class sucked at basketball, Jesus, when I saw the word sucked, I thought, holy shit, where's this going now? And someone said I must suck too, because I was in his class. It would piss me off. Meow is meow. Oh shit, he told them. What did you do, Jaden? She told you not to tell anyone, didn't she? Meow is meow, okay? Perhaps you developed romantic feelings for Meow, and subconsciously started treating Meow as a member of the opposite sex. If you just calmly analyze it like that, it makes me want to find a hole to crawl into. Don't be ashamed, just embrace it. Jaden sank up to his head in the bath. It was just a virtual bath in a virtual room, so he wouldn't suffocate or anything. But right then he was so embarrassed that he didn't want his male friends to see his face. There's no need to be embarrassed. We are soldiers after all. What does this mean? You all want to, like, suckle each other? What does it mean we're all soldiers after all? It would be more kind to say we are all in this weird situation with multiple personalities and people not necessarily knowing how to react to that, since all of this is an incredibly new thing. This has nothing to do with being a soldier. We may be servants to world peace, but fundamentally we're in a job where we might lose our lives at any time. I don't think it's a bad idea to experience love while you have the chance. Oh, so this is where he's going, okay. In the end, this is all because I didn't understand anything. It's my fault. Yep, that's actually right. At the same time, in the open-air bath of the same virtual room, the Gauntlet girls had gathered. I swear to God, if Meow is with the Gauntlet girls, something is wrong. The topic of discussion here was the same as the boys. I understand how you feel, but he didn't know. So everyone knows about it now! That Meow has a second personality named Meow. That's not nice. If you get too angry, I'd feel sorry for him. That's right. If you talk to him so harshly, that's just too sad for Jaden. The way his attitude suddenly changed was seriously creepy. Oh shit, so Meow is switching between the two on the fly now, even arguing with him/herself. We were partners, okay? I trusted him because we were supposed to put our lives in each other's hands. And then he suddenly starts treating me like a girl. It was a shock and it made me so sad. I thought we loved each other like family in the best way possible. I believed we had a trusting relationship that went beyond things like gender. Yeah, that's what you want. And then he suddenly starts acting like that. Wow, please have more faith in your partner, Jaden. That's just the sort of creature boys are, suddenly changing when they realize someone is a girl. From now on, he might be like a fox staring down a hen house. No way! Wow. Meow is a girl, but Meow isn't. This is clearly a case of identity confusion, a human rights violation. This is probably because he wasn't properly educated about CPPs. Yeah, he needs to know his PPs. As long as CPPs continue to hide, instead of furthering understanding in the world at large, this sort of thing will continue to happen. This feels like some sort of social critic on our current society, Ryokishi. That's all there is to it. But if they do come out, they simply take on a social risk without any benefits. I've ordered my attendants to make sure Jaden fully understands what's going on here. Now that he knows, if he ever does the same thing again, I'll see to it that he's properly punished. You can't force people like this, you know, they have to get there by themselves. You can help them along the way, sure, but punishing someone for their opinions or for their acting doesn't help most of the time. Hey, don't do something so ominous to Jaden. I'm sure Jaden will understand. Wow. It's not like I want him to understand me or anything. I was just so horrified. You're horrified that someone thinks of you as a woman? My, so now you're making statements that are prejudiced against women, huh? People only say Big Brother is thin like a woman because he doesn't exercise much. It's not like that. If I exercised and bulked up, then you'd be pissed because of our body wouldn't look like a girl. I never said that. You're only thin because you don't exercise. But I'm sure that my arms are short, so even if I finally started exercising, all buff guys would just make fun of me and, See, you don't exercise because of your own reasons. Don't use me as an excuse for not doing it. I hate you, Big Brother. I can't believe this. What the hell? Damn it, you wanna have a go? Ow, is he fighting with himself? How does that work? Meow's right and left arms started fighting, pinching their cheeks and pulling their hair, like a single person pantomiming a fight. In other words, the source of their fight wasn't just identity confusion, it was Meow's own inferiority complex about his body. Nice analysis. I could propose a perfect way to resolve this. What? Wait, are you trying to say we're both at fault here? This isn't Jaden's fault, it's all yours. All you had to do was stop saying things like that, calm down and show him how to interact with CPPs. Stupid Big Brother. You weak, skinny pipsqueak. Holy shit, she's really ripping on him now. Mocking the physical characteristics of someone whose body you share may be a dubious tactic. At any rate, they'd managed to get Meow's side of the story. The girls passed the message on to the guys talking to Jaden with a mental text. It's nice how they all care for each other though, that's pretty cool. Apparently this group had almost finished getting Jaden's side of the story. Everyone admonished Jaden, making him understand how rude identity confusion was to CPPs. Right now the impact of Meow's "you're creeping me out" was sinking in, and he was being wrapped in a fierce self-hatred. It's rap self-hatred. That's the name of the room right now. It's not like you to let it get you down like this. Meow went too far as well. If he doesn't like being called weak, all he has to do is train on his own. The fact that he was so horrified just because he thought someone was treating him like a woman is pathetic for someone who is technically a Japanese boy. If he's so worried about his body, you should just train him up good at the gym or something. Sounds like he wants to be treated like a man, so whip him into shape. Oh, he's gonna whip him, alright? If that's what he wants, then sure. I won't hold back. I just discussed this with Naomi, and we agreed that a male bonding ceremony would be the best way for you two to make up. Nice! Go sweat together as men! Oh, Jesus. You know there's nothing more manly than two dudes, right? I won't tell you what those two dudes do, but it's 100% male. There's nothing more manly than that. Jeez. It's the best way to make up. What do you mean? Male bonding ceremony? In old Japanese manga, men who had grown distant would always resolve their problems like this. We can advise you in this virtual room, but our bodies are far away. We can't help you directly. So we're going to get a trustworthy friend, Gunhild, to set the stage. Huh? You're bringing Gunhild into this? I'd rather not tell the others in the AOU if I can help it. Don't worry. She understands you two far better than you know. I just texted her. Now you only need to obey her instructions. Okay. He wasn't quite satisfied with this, but a text from Gunhild came almost immediately. You've received a message, boy. This is Gunhild. I asked that Meow and Jaden gather here immediately. Gather where? It was a blip on the map screen. Isn't that... I don't really get it, but I'll head on over. Everyone, thanks for hearing me out. Don't worry about it, young man. Life seems long, but it's shorter than you think. Enjoy your ignorant youth to the fullest. Jaden has exited the room. A short while after Jaden left, the girls who had been listening to Meow and Meow joined them. This will probably get their feelings back on the right track. Cases that can't be healed with medicine really make your back ache. When friends make up, they become even better friends. Wow! I hope they do. Meow really does love his partner, doesn't he? I suppose it's that trust that lets them fight the way they do. I've known it ever since the Battle Standard Festival. Everyone can see that they want each other. When it comes to bonds of trust, we of Bai Bao Squad are in no way inferior, princess. Momotake, I guess you'll never give in on that point. Okay then. I'll leave too and look after the two ladies from Ciconia. They're both so serious, they'll suffocate if I don't tease them. We shall leave too. Come now, back to training. Our next mock enemy is AU's America Atlantic Fleet. Well, princess, that's a bit harsh 5 seconds after we helped Jaden of AU America sort out his personal issues. Come on. You just know those AOUs are training for an assault on the Atlantic Spirit Field. I'd guess the ABN's doing an assault on Algiers, and the COU is doing a mine blockade of the Mozambique Channel. My, I have no idea what you're talking about. Oh, pardon me while I go memorize the Maputo Central Harbor layout. Sorry. I almost choked on my own spit here. Yes, it was spit, nothing else. We also undergo training using other factions as mock enemies. It's only natural that the same thing happens in reverse. We're all doing it. Yeah, nothing we should hold against each other, I guess. Huh. Even though we're all comrades who love the sky, and even though we do this job for the sake of peace, we're still soldiers. Understanding why it's like that doesn't make it any less tough. The walls of peace are heavy. We all have to get stronger if we're going to support them from both sides. Of course, when two combatants raise their swords at each other, it's essential that both sides have properly honed their skills. That sort of determination is essential both for military might and for comrades supporting the walls of peace. Indeed, remaining attentive and not slacking off in your training is the best way for warriors to show respect for each other. Correct. Nothing would humiliate me more than hearing that the COU wasn't even worth training against. Hey, that's enough talking about scary things, wow wow wow. It's a rare public bath. We all swore with Meow that we'd be friends. So stop saying scary stuff, wow wow wow. You're right. That public bath oath is the most important one we've made, and it binds everyone here together. For now, let's put aside affiliations and factions, and pray that our friends Meow and Jaden make up okay. Yes, and let's be glad that we were able to help. Okay, then we'll just head back to that mine-laying simulation in the whatever channel. See you later, everyone! One by one, they all vanished from the room. And then there were none, leaving the virtual room wrapped in silence, except for the sound of the baths. Someone? Still here? What's happening? This seems ominous. Hello? Yeah, here we go. Okay, who's going crazy now? Is it Meow again? Oh, holy shit, it's Meow with one of those blue bodies. Okay. You know, it really is weird, this era. Just a little. You're wondering about how I look. It was getting confusing, so I thought I had this made to match my tastes. Think it looks good on me? Yeah, actually I do. Well, I really couldn't care less what you think. All that matters is whether I like it or not. Still, this really is a strange era. After all, you're all soldiers, right? Your job is to defeat your opponents in war, right? Even if you try to cover it up with all this talk about supporting the walls of peace together and being servants of international peace, defeating enemies is a soldier's job. They probably all believe that, even if a war does break out, they'll be able to handle it neatly and beautifully thanks to the sportsmanship. However, the cost of that foolishness will soon be paid at a higher price than you've ever imagined. There's no way that will happen. We're all friends. We swore that to each other. Even if a conflict erupts, we definitely won't kill each other. You act like this nonsense is a prediction, but none of it will ever happen. This is probably a misunderstanding peculiar to Japanese. Yogen and Yogen are both pronounced Yogen, but their meaning is entirely different. See, I can read Japanese. Do you know what the difference is? I don't want to talk to you. Disappear! Disappear! Well, I don't really care whether you ask or not, so is this Meow another CPP personality of his? A third one besides Meow and Meow? A one he didn't really quite acknowledge yet? It's interesting, because this one seems to be entirely evil, I don't know. I'm talking because I want to. So about the difference between Yogen and Yogen. Yogen means what you think it does. It's making a prediction about the future and telling someone about it. That prediction might be right or it might not, but Yogen is different. Yogen means prophecy, receiving words from God. God is omnipotent and also knows everything about the future. So the words of God are a promise about the future. When you receive those words from God and speak them, it becomes Yogen, a prophecy. My words are prophecy. They're an announcement about the promised future. It doesn't matter whether you believe me or not. No matter what happens, everything will turn out the way I said. Right now, the world is still moving slowly. It may not look like the sort of environment a war could break out in. But behind the stage where you innocently play it being friends, the world is slowly preparing to become a place where people hate each other. Who would do something like that? Do you know about the Three Kings? They're the old people who claim to be the guides of humanity across the globe. The ultimate goal is to get the whole world to fight at once, and then destroy everything by their own hands. For that reason, those old people have already made extensive preparations, and very soon, it will become real. When that happens, all this pretending to be friends for the sake of international peace will be over. All those people who look like they were giving advice about romance or something just now will be torn apart from each other in a bloody fight to the death. They'll experience anger and sadness, countless negative emotions, and pathetically kill each other. We won't. We definitely won't. We'll never kill each other. How the hell could we? Very, very soon, hell will come to this earth. I'll never believe in a hell like that. I'll prevent it. I'll put a stop to it. I'll avoid it. No matter what, I'll definitely avoid that hell, that fate. Listen, my adorable Meow. Your highest priority goal is to stop this hell before it happens, using any means necessary. The only way to succeed in that is to kill them. You must find them and kill them. You may do whatever is necessary to accomplish that. No matter whom you have to kill or what you have to break, there's no need to hold back. Someone is trying to use him for their own weird little game, and I think he's being manipulated in a way that he doesn't quite recognize. Kill them. It's the only way to avoid that hell. Kill the 3 kings. It's fucking Takano or Takeno, whatever her name is, right? It's Fear Dreisig. She's manipulating Meow by sending some new personality into his body or something. I don't know, because she was using the blue bodies as well, right? They were her bodyguards and stuff. So it's a clear connection as well. Why would she? I mean, she's fighting against those kings, but I can't quite tell who's the bad or who's the good guy in this one. I think both are bad guys, actually. So the good guys are, I guess, the uncorrupted Gauntlet Knights, but my guess is that each episode there will be different Gauntlet Knights that snap, and the story plays out differently. I don't know, is there a time loop in this one or not? Is it a coherent, consecutive story with each phase? I guess I will see as soon as I finish this one, if there's someone left standing or not. Because if there's no one standing, then who's gonna be the next phase about? Anyway, kill the 3 kings. Kill them. Don't listen to the fucking personality in your head that's telling you to kill anyone. When love is on your side, age and height are no barrier. Neither nationality nor race can stand between a couple. Even religion and gender can tear apart 2 people who love each other. We'll support any kind of love. We're the ultimate cheerleaders for all couples in love. LambdadeltaYT. That's why it's the official sign of the cheerleaders of love. 2 fingers up in the air. Bringing the heat. We're here. So, where are they? Where are the AUU pretty boys who awaken to love between men? Now that we're here to support you, have no fear. Our 550mm torpedoes will burst through all barriers to love. Searching for targets. Oh? Forget the target, there isn't anyone here at all. We never stand idle in a place lacking love. We're the Comet Girls, LambdadeltaYT. Resuming search for love. LambdadeltaYT, bringing the heat. I love them, holy shit. Leah, Fatma, and Stefania have left the room. The number of participants in virtual room, it's a rare public bath, is now 0. Entering sleep mode. They're all going to die. If you want to avoid this hell, you have to kill them. Or if that's impossible, yourself.